Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go here from Mile High. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Moving outside the pocket. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Jared first. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Penix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd down, Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be 4th down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you have to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be third down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. They picked up 17 through the air. First down, KC.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Kansas City.
15.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4.
The Broncos take over first and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second and 4. Plant. It's Penix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Penix on third down. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. The RPO, that one is complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A Picking up there for the Chiefs. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ribbles! Attack, attack!
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills.
Let's go!
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run here with Harvey. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. And mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step, go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third down, they need 5. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. the shotgun. It's Penix. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here is Penix. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Taken in, it's Tiz Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
A run with Sampson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Let's go.
He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
First and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Here we go. Check.
To throw is Penix. His throw left side is complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
To the pylon, he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. His second rushing touchdown of the year. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I need money down. I'm out of luck. I'm out people down. I'm what I love. Ooh, baby, that is.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
15.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Finding room across midfield. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A huge run from Pacheco. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson.
Yellow.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go. Hey, 43, 40. Hey, Sunday.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
43!
Here's Pacheco. And he will kick this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On first and 10, it's Penix. But he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And did the Chiefs get it? They did.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, Sampson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here we go!
On second down, here's Penix. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Penix. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Got it into the hands of Mims. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Sampson gonna run it out of the gun. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Look him up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's pass. Quick throw here is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal. On play action. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of the those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yellow.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. I've got Louis.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. 1:58 to go in the first half of play. Greg and I return to Denver after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. 15.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. Motion man is Hyatt. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball. So it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 18 yards and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. First and goal, the quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
Sampson is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Motion man is Hyatt. First down throw, Mahomes. He has Hyatt complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Argolite. Attack, attack. I color. Come back.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in.
Mahomes pass to number 88. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
The
Kansas
kickoff
City.
team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. You're going to go play action with Penix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard. Working the middle, that's Harvey. He's got space inside the 25. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Chiefs 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 180.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will tie this game at 24.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On third down, Penix gets it away quickly, and it's caught it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long as he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
So, from the 37, here's second and 3. Plant. It's Penix. Oh, him in a flash, and he lost the football. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down, it's Penix. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Give now to Harvey, running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
We'll go play action now with Penix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Sampson. And he's into the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. Mahomes. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Kansas City Chiefs.
23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll take this down inside the 30. Jahdae Barron is there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Pacheco. He gets the fourth quarter going, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday on Sunday. 15.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now third and 15.
Attack!
Motion man is Hyatt. Third and long for Mahomes. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Good blocking, and he's pinned. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will go up by 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go.
Now the lefty panics on first down. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Now Penix got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's Sampson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is George Karlaftis. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Out to his right, and that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Tight end going in motion here. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal. As quarterback's down 2-8. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Hey, color. Fire down these two. 180.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Yellow. 180.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
At the 42-yard
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Penix. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.